Okay, so thank you all. Thank you all for who have joined this quick tutorial on the cinematic effect on the iPhone, right? How do I get my phone to make my content feel more like a movie, feel more like a film, right? And you can do it really easily, right? So this is not going to be a long live at all. I just want to give you all this quick tip because this has drastically changed my content. It's giving me more versatility when I'm shooting content, and most people don't know about it, right? And so I wanted to give you guys the inside scoop on what this is, okay? And for those who don't know, this is Eugene Bush from E-Tre Productions, video production company that I've had for over 10 years that started off in Chicago and has recently moved down to Atlanta and expanded in Atlanta. And we produce all kind of projects, right? From film to music videos to live to going live, right, for events to live event coverage, right? So anything video we produce, but we're coming to you in the Content Creators app, and this is my latest venture to get the word out about the monetization tools, all the things that you can use to easily get your vision, to expand your art, really, so as artists can never worry about trying to be a starving artist. You don't have to worry about that because as long as you have an iPhone, you have a phone in your hand, there's so many things you can do with this, okay? And so I've got this app that gives you all the trends, so make sure you guys go into the community section to see the latest trends, and just do those. You don't have to think about what content do I need to get, right? That's made for supplemental content, so you can do your original content to try that out, but definitely incorporate the trends because that'll increase your ability and your chances for going viral. And then we have this live content where you'll see this video here, but then go back through the archives and you can see all the previous lives where I've covered all kind of topics, from covering people who have gone viral themselves using the app and the trends and the sounds, all the way to, I'm trying to think the latest one we just did on how to do the clone effect, or how to actually do a TikTok, or how to do an Instagram reel, or how do you download the TikTok without the logo, right? I mean, so much content in there, so make sure you guys check that out. All right. But in the meantime, I'm gonna make it quick because I want to show you all this cinematic effect, okay? So I'm gonna pull my phone up here. All right, so you guys should see that. This is my phone that's live. Now, at the bottom, down there, okay? You guys see those options down there? Most people just take a photo, you know, with photo, right? And so you can take a photo just like that, right? And so if you're at a live event, right, most people just like, oh, take a photo of me. They put it on photo, okay? That's cool. It works. What's nice about photo is that if you have live photo on, when you go into the photo, let's see. Okay, I didn't have live photo on. But if you have live photo on, which is there, that little button, three ends. So it's the lightning bolt, it's the moon, and then it's the live. So live off, I can put auto, and so you see the live show up at the top there, right? And so I can just tap it to click the photo. So I took the photo, but when you go into the photo, the live actually takes a few seconds before and after. So if I hold, I'm gonna hold and press, right? No. So there, I hold and press, and you see it move a little bit. So again, I'm gonna do it again. See, move a little bit. It's actually a little video, okay? That's what a live photo is. Versus this photo, if I hold and press, nothing happens. All right, that's with live off. But with live on, it takes a little video. So you can cheat it and do a boomerang or do long exposure, do all kinds of things, okay? So that's live, that's photo. But outside of that, when you're at an event, right, and you want that professional look, here's what cinematic effect usually means. It usually means that there's bokeh. What bokeh is the blur effect that happens to the background. So you'll see this has somewhat of a blur, right? You see the refrigerator in the back's got a bit of a blur. But when I go to portrait mode, excuse me, when I go to portrait mode, let me hit the one. Ooh, you see that? You see how the fridge now is more blurry than it did in photo mode? So again, I go to photo mode, it's regular. The fridge is a little blurry. But when I go to portrait mode, it just blurred it out even more. All right? That blur effect is what's called bokeh. That's what makes it feel professional. Okay, so I'm gonna take this photo. We're gonna go to our photo so you guys see the difference. So there's the photo with portrait. there's the photo with live. Okay, so it moves, right? And then there's the photo like most people take, just regular. All right, portrait. See that? Portrait, live. See the difference? All right, so take a lot of your photos with portrait if you want that real cinematic effect, but you need a lot of light or more light usually to accomplish that. So if you're in the dark, doing something dark or something's fast-paced and moving, don't do portrait. So outside of that, here in the video, you hit cinematic. Here's the dope thing about cinematic, okay? So we want this effect to, cinematic is the movie version of portrait, all right? So when I hit cinematic, I'm gonna make this move like a film, all right? So I'm going to hit record here. I'm moving in, I'm tapping the M&Ms, and then I'm gonna tap to the refrigerator. Okay, we want somebody to see the refrigerator and then come back to the M&Ms and then stop. All right, so let's look at our movie that we made. It's gonna dolly in. It's gonna, yep, focus on fridge, and then it's gonna come back to the M&Ms. Ooh, that looks cool. All right, so if that M&Ms was a person, if the person turned around to look at what's in the background and you focus on the background, and then they turn back around and they focus back on their face, that's a really good way to pull the viewer's attention, right? Now, here's what's even doper about this. Cinematic effect, you can go into the edit, so I'm hitting the edit button at the bottom. And those 3 dots down there at the bottom of that screen represent where the focus changes. I'm moving in, I'm tapping the M&Ms, and I'm going to tap to the refrigerator. Okay, we want somebody to see the refrigerator and then come back to the M&Ms. Okay, now here's what's cool. Let's say they didn't move fast enough. So let's say I want to start on the fridge. Right here in the edit mode, I could tap the fridge and it changes the focus to the fridge. So I'm gonna go from the fridge. I'm moving in, I'm tapping the M&Ms, and I'm gonna tap to the refrigerator. It goes back to the fridge. Okay, we want somebody to see the refrigerator. And go back to the M&Ms. Okay, so let's say I want the M&Ms to go a little faster. I'm gonna delete that effect. So I just hit the trash. So we're gonna start at the fridge. I'm moving in, I'm tapping M&Ms, and I'm going to tap to the refrigerator. And it's going to stay at the fridge. And then come back to the M&Ms. You see that? The focus stayed on the fridge. So I don't want it to stay on the fridge. I want it to switch back to the M&Ms. So I'm going to come here, goes to the fridge, then go back to the M&Ms here. And then continue. All right. So let's play it again. Fridge, M&Ms, back to fridge, and then back to the M&Ms. In post, like in the edit. Okay? You hit done, you got your video. Right? So that's just, again, I just wanted to show you all that because that is such a cool way for you to achieve a cinematic look, right, in post. Now, you can't do that. I have a $5,000 camera. Right, this Sony FX3 is amazing. I can't do that with this FX3. If I record right now and it's focused on me, and then in post, in editing, I want it to focus on the background and come back to me, I can't do that in the edit. I have to do it when I record it. Otherwise, I lose it. So the fact that you can go in post and do that with the iPhone is revolutionary, right? So I want all you guys to be using that. It's so super cool. Makes your videos just adds a little more pizzazz and effect to it and all of that. And it's really cool, you know, way to up your content, right? So I always teach, you know, folks, don't focus so much on trying to have the best content out. That's a great goal. It's good to have. But too many people get so caught up in trying to have the best equipment, the best camera angles, the best lighting, the best, you know, cinematic effect, the best music. And most times the things that go viral aren't the things that are the best. It's really the things that are most authentic, that people can feel the most, but it's usually not things that are like super the best, right? So that's a cool goal to have, but just don't make that your priority and the only way you put out content. The main key to going viral and key to monetizing your social media accounts is to be consistent. You just have to post. If you can post every day, that's where you want to be, but at least 5 times a week. All right. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining. And make sure if you learned anything from this, please share it. Get the word out about the Content Creators app. It's been a year, right, that we've been in operation. And I want to see everybody win, man. I want to see people make money online and do what they need to do. So thank you so much.